Hello everyone, Screen913 here, and welcome to Let's Play Xcom, Enemy Unknown. I am so excited to do this Let's Play. I had actually planned to hold off a little bit on this, but gosh, I had so many people respond to be soldiers. I think I had 60 people sign up in like the first day or two. It was crazy. So I was like, you know, everyone's really excited to do this. Let's start it before we all lose our thunder. So here we are starting this. This first video is going to be rather short. It's going to be basically me explaining what to expect and showing who the first 12 active duty soldiers are, while I give you kind of like a welcome speech as the commander. First thing you should know, this is going to be on Iron Man Classic mode, which means Iron Man means there will be no redos, no reloading. It's just whatever consequences, you know, bad actions or whatnot, we live with and we continue on. The chances of us failing is there. It can happen. I don't know if... I've actually never technically beaten this game. I've gotten really into the late game, but I've never actually beaten it, so who knows. I'm no stranger to it, though. I'm not blind. I know the mechanics of this game fairly well as the tactics and such. But the big thing about this Let's Play is... there's another, a very well-known Let's Player out there called Paulosaurus Jr., who took XCOM to the next level. He did a bit of roleplay. He allowed viewers to sign up as soldiers, and on his website, in their forums, they can submit journals and kind of roleplay as a soldier. And I thought this was a fantastic idea and a lot of fun, and I wanted to implement this as well in mine. And so basically I already had people sign up, so don't sign up because, like I said, there's like 60-70 people that have already signed up, so the chances of you becoming a soldier if you haven't already signed up is slim to none. But if you have signed up already, you know, when you're chosen for active duty, there are threads on my forum now where you can submit journals of your experiences. Let's say you go on a mission, you know, you can write a journal talking about what you did and how you felt, or, you know, even journals about life in the barracks. The squad leaders, I'm going to have 2 squads, I'll get into that later. The squad leaders will submit after-action reports for each mission, if they choose, which is basically just a brief summary of what happened, notable events, things like that, how they think their squad performed, etc., etc., etc. Basically, we're going to roleplay it. There's also, I'm also having people play the roles of Dr. Valen, Dr. Shen, Bradford, XO Bradford. I will actually be role-playing as the commander. We'll have comm chatter, you know, people just chit-chatting in the base and all that good stuff. And we're going to really have fun with this because it'll allow us to really feel for these soldiers that can die permanently in this game. You get really attached to them. And I think this is a great way to get some audience participation and to really let people get attached to soldiers. And if you don't want to participate, you can still go to the forums and check them out, all the journals and stuff. I think it'll really add a lot to the experience of this game. It's a fantastic game, but it's very light on story, so I feel it's our obligation to enhance the story through this method. So, if this kind of thing doesn't appeal to you, understand that we are geeks here. We are all a bunch of geeks, and we take it seriously. You know, we will take the roleplay seriously, even if it does make us look a bit dorky. You'll see in my, you know, welcoming speech in a moment that you know, we are the type of people, and when I say we, I mean the people participating, that find it enjoyable and fun to be able to roleplay. So if you just want an XCOM experience, you know, and you don't want all that, you know, highfalutin whatever, there's plenty of other Let's Plays out there. So I've been chit-chatting enough. Oh, this is also modded. There's several mods to this game that I've done myself. I think there will be a list of all the mods on the forum if you want to know, but there's a lot of big ones that will become apparent, so, and I'll explain when we come across them. Nothing horrible, things that I feel makes the game more balanced or just fixes things that were huge bothers or buggings to me. So, like, you know, troops take longer to heal, everyone has 2 item slots now instead of just 1, that kind of stuff. So, it'll be Iron Man, Unknown. The way I'm going to do the squads is I'm going to have an Alpha squad and a Bravo squad, and they'll alternate what missions they go out on. This will help me make more soldiers active, make more participation. If you've signed up to be a soldier and you are chosen for active duty, you don't have a say in what squad you go to. I'm actually going to level everyone up to Squaddy before I actually assign you to a squad. That way I can make well-balanced squads. I will also be assigning squad leaders, and squad leaders will be chosen not only through their actions on the field, which you really don't have much control over because it's me, but also your role play on the forums. I will choose from both of those and make squad leaders. And the squad leader will, on the forum, act like a squad leader, and everyone else will treat them as a squad leader. Doesn't mean you can't give them a hard time, but basically when the CEO or the XO pass down orders, they'll pass them down to the squad leader passes them down. You guys know the deal. So, that's how that will be working. And yeah, when we get new soldiers, we'll assign them to the different squads. So I think that's enough explanation right now. Let's go ahead and get started on this. I will not be playing the tutorial. I will be skipping the tutorial because it hamstrings you a lot. So instead, I'm going to play the opening cinematic, and then I will be naming all the soldiers. I'm gonna skip the first fight. There's one fight where you don't get to customize or change names or anything like that. It's kind of immersion breaking. So I'm going to just do that off camera. And then we're going to start at the base, and I will give a welcoming speech to the troops while I also show you the first 12 to be signed up for active duty. Okay? So, let's get started, shall we? I'm excited. So, single player. I'm going to do this on classic. Enable Iron Man. No tutorial. Alright. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I figured I should check my sound levels before I start this, so let's do it! Anytime now.
In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the Xcom project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, we get to choose where our base will be. Each country gives you perks. North America, aircraft are cheaper to build and outfit and maintain. Europe, workshops and laboratories are cheaper to build. Asia, foundry projects and officer training school is less. South America gives you instant autopsies and interrogations, and Africa just gives you a 30% increase to your funds. I'm going to go with Africa, simply because a 30% increase in our money is great. And even though there may come a time when I don't need money anymore, if I ever reach that time, then most of these other bonuses would be null and void too. So, we're going to go with Africa, because, yeah. I'm going to skip this first mission because, like I said, I think it destroys the immersion because I won't be able to edit names or colors or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip that mission. I'm going to play it off camera, do my best not to get anyone killed or anything, and then I'm going to skip straight to the introduction speech from the CEO to the soldiers. And just before I get started, just so you guys know, I've already decided who my squad leaders are going to be. I've picked 2 people who I feel will take the role-playing seriously. But if they die, then I'll be looking to the forums for who their replacements will be. So, now that we got that out of the way, how about we just skip straight to the CEO welcoming speech.
Welcome to Xcom HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Oops, I forgot about that guy. Officer Bradford. So, let's see who we got promoted, and then I'll go to the welcoming speech.
Exemplary performance. Let's hope all of these operations go as smoothly as this one did.
Yay, everyone got promoted, and I got one of each class. Woohoo! So, 2 of these people will become squad leaders. And I will... It'll be... I'll figure out who exactly later. But anyway, I know it's going to be Inferno Canuck and Snowy will be... Inferno will be Alpha team leader or squad leader, and Snowy will be Bravo squad leader, because I know them. I know they will take the roleplay seriously, so congratulations, those are your squad leaders. Now, I haven't split everyone into squads yet, and I will not split them into your actual squads until you've become a squaddie at least. I will you know, send you with a squad leader for your missions to start with, but those aren't your permanent assignments. So, anyway, I'm going to get these guys leveled up, and I'm going to welcome all the troops to Xcom.
Commander to the research labs.
The heavy weapons specialist provides a crucial service to the squad. With the rocket launcher in tow, there are demolitions experts.
Yay, demolitions experts. Woo!
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations. The assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight, and the last ones out.
Okay.
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
Alright, so those are the 4 classes, and they all do different things. So, let's go ahead and introduce the first 12 active duty soldiers.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders.
Yes, I know, thank you.
We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Now let's introduce them. I mean it this time, for reals, yo.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Good morning, troops. If you could, please take your seats. Has everyone had chow? I know some of you flew in late. After this briefing, make sure to check by the requisitions officer for any supplies you may need to get settled in. I am your commanding officer, Squee. When you address me, you can call me CO. When you're not addressing me, you can call me whatever you want, as long as you maintain proper discipline. I know a lot of you have questions. In the matter of a few days, you have been reassigned from whatever military unit you were a part of to a task force you know almost nothing about, to perform a function you have not been informed of. Well, allow me to illuminate you. For centuries, mankind has asked the question, are we alone in the universe? Well, last week we got an answer to that question, in the most violent way possible. Late last week, a recon team from this division was sent to Germany to investigate reports of an attack on their German populace. The team was wiped out, but not before they were able to verify that the attackers were extraterrestrial in origin. Now I see your eyes, and I understand your disbelief, but trust me when I tell you, I do not kid about such matters. An alien incursion has begun on our planet, and in response to this, the Council of Nations has created us, Xcom, a multi-nation task force. We are to be the first, last, and only line of defense against this invasion. You are here because you are the best in your field. You are the elite of the world, and make no mistake, the world needs you. Many of you, in the weeks and months ahead, will see combat. Some of you may die. It is an ultimate sacrifice that every soldier must live with. But we go knowing that if we do not risk it all, the price we pay is the very extinction of our kind. Now I know many of you are from different countries, traditions, races, and backgrounds. It doesn't matter. Leave any old prejudice or views behind. You are of one family now. Look around you. These are your brothers and your sisters. Get to know them, understand them, trust them, because on the field of battle you will have no one else to trust. Along those lines, I am your father. I am not your buddy. I will not drink beer with you, or shoot darts, or reminisce about old girlfriends. Sometimes I may seem harsh. Sometimes you may not understand what I'm doing. But I promise you this. Each and every one of you is my responsibility. If you have needs, I will bend over backwards to fulfill them. I will do everything within my power to get you the information, resources, and supplies needed to do your job. And I will rain hell down on earth to get every single one of you home alive. That I promise you. Now there are many unknowns in our future. We don't know the strength of our enemy, their size, their numbers, their capabilities, or even their motives. They are a completely unknown factor. But I'll tell you what we do know. We do know that they came into our homes, threatened our families, hurt our children. And I'll tell you what I know. I know we will not let this pass. I don't care how many civilizations they've conquered or who they think they are. We will show them the error of their ways. We will not just beat them. We will drive fear into their souls so badly that we become the nightmares they tell their children, and we will kick their asses back into the abyss they came from. And I'm relying on you to do it. Any further questions can be addressed to your squad leaders. To all of you, Godspeed and good hunting.